Hey everybody, welcome to episode 95 of Build That House with me, Jim. I'm glad you're here again. Man, I feel like I've hit the big time. I'm up to 240 subscribers. How awesome is that? Thank you so much. I am finalizing the final bit of the top plates on the walls. It's going to be a top plate down that side and a little bit over there. And then everything else on the second floor is fully and completely concluded with a top plate tying everything together. So once that's complete, tomorrow morning my partner will get here and we will straighten up all the walls in preparation for the roof delivery on Thursday or possibly Friday. So either way, we'll be ready. It's not going to be sheeted, but it'll all be squared away and plumbed away and everything else, so we can actually store the roof sections on top of the walls without any fear. And I'll probably get sheeting this real quick too, and that'll just add more strength. But we figure we're okay to get the roof up there and get that started. So welcome to episode 95. Super great, and hope you find this episode interesting, because it more than likely will include the delivery of the rafters and all that kind of stuff. So, but it's been terribly rainy here. I've been using two blowers in tandem here and getting this water off of here. So I got most of it off, and with this wind as it is and the sun coming out, it won't take very long. But it was literally pooled up here 40 minutes ago. I've done a lot of blowing it off there, and you can see it kind of just the way it is. When it gets kind of thick in here, it can't get out, you know. So I'll be so glad when the roof is on, and this beloved structure that I spent the last 2.5 years constructing deserves the dignity of being dry, and just to be able to be out of the rain and working on the inside on the electrical and the plumbing, and just seeing all that rain stay away from this structure will be a real relief. I'll tell you what, it will. And anyway, it's not the case yet, so we just keep grinding on until that day should come. So thank you again, and let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna start digging these footings. As I mentioned before, there's 6 footings, 2 30-inch pads and 2 36-inch by 36-inch pads. Again, super massive. I guess the reason he's beefed up these two is because there's like this kind of like a canopy, kind of lean-to roof kind of thing that comes out over the doors. So I guess he assumes that weight is gonna require a little bit more support, but you know, you can't debate these things, you just have to do them. So that's what I'm gonna do. Look at the size of that thing, outrageous. So I just kind of gonna start cutting away at it, and this is gonna be a big long grind, this project, so I'll just bite into it a little bit. That's the best way to get started on a big project, is just to bite into it a little bit, and then it's started and the ball is rolling, and that always seems to help get motivated in the future. All right, so that took me like, seriously, 2.5 hours. Look at the size of that thing, 36 by 36. This is for a deck support. Anyway, got 5 more to go. Back to the work I'm used to. Had a wonderful hiatus playing with wood for the last 4 months. Now it's down my knees digging in the dirt again. This is what I consider house building. Just the down and dirty stuff. It ain't all fun and games cutting wood and fitting pieces. It's more like that. All right, that'll be it for today. All right. Much nicer day here today. Okay, so me and my partner finished putting on the remaining turnbuckles this morning. I'll let you take a look at that. So there's all these turnbuckles, and once we get the wall perfectly positioned, we put an additional brace on it. And let's go up here. So what you basically do is you just run a string line there, take a small block of wood, and it's right straight as an arrow all the way down there because of that string. And the front and the back get that treatment. And then from this perspective, you'll see all the turnbuckle braces on both sides and additional bracing holding everything perfectly in alignment so that when the roof rafters come on Friday morning, they can be dropped right down on top, and those walls are already perfectly positioned. And then as we spread those out and install them, that'll just reinforce the walls where they are. So that's perfect. That's done. Waiting for Friday morning. Now I'm just going to begin the blocking. Just like on the first floor, there's that 2x4 blocking. It's something to do with earthquakes. And it's basically 48 inches center from where the sheeting will come. The sheeting will come. And then 18 inches up, and there'll be another set of blocks. But it's only on the two end walls and the front wall. So dozens and dozens and dozens of 2x4 blocks have to be cut. Doing this blocking, as I said I would, and there's a lot of pieces, and they're all a little bit different in some cases. You know, in a perfect world, they're 14.5 inches because, you know, your studs are on 16 center. But there are some, you know, idiosyncrasies. You've got different spaces here and there, like all in there. And you got 2 rows of them. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 20. Like that, you know, like 36 pieces I've installed. Sometimes the nails deflect. It's not quite as easy to install them as you would hope. However, you know, it has to be done. So today is the 12th today or 11th today. I think it's tomorrow will be the July, August, September, October. So it might be the 28th month. Starting the 28th month building this house tomorrow. Normally, if I don't think about moving in or the final product or anything like that, I just steadily work away happily. But if I ever allow myself to start thinking about the day we move in, it really takes a toll on you. You kind of get like, man, it feels like I've been doing this forever. And you get a little bit mentally kind of tired somehow. So, you know, thinking about the end result of something is tough. Just keep your head down, keep working, keep heading towards a goal, and don't think about the end result. And that's what life is anyway. It's just an endless cycle of activity, you know. So just feeling a little bit like that today, like, damn, it just goes on forever and ever and ever. Oh. Keep blocking, Jim. Keep blocking. All right, for those of you that missed the lower floor when I was insulating above the window headers, this stuff here is called Type 2 insulation. It's high density, and you have to fill on the other side of here. You got to fill in there, and you got to fill these partition from the outside, like so. But I got to cut that down shorter to fit in there. Crazy. And yeah. So that's what this is all about. I worked as long as I possibly could tonight. It's just dark. It's October the 11th, so it gets dark early. Not like the summer where you can go till like 9:45. What an epic day though. Got a lot of insulation done on the back side here. I'll show it to you.